So I've recently learned how to take photos like this on my Poco X3 Pro, and I think it's absolutely incredible how a phone of this price can take images of such quality. I find it really hard to think that iPhone 13s can take better images than this. This was taken in complete darkness. Over not 30 minutes, 30 seconds. And the quality in this is 12 megapixels. I can see so many stars here. I could see very few stars with my eyes. This is an incredible image. I have no words. A huge amount of software must have gone into this, but just to get this out of your £200 Poco X3 Pro would be incredible. So I'll show you how to do that. And if you don't own a Poco X3 Pro, get one. The software is incredible. It provides so many more options that a iPhone 13 or another phone does not. Here's another photo. Look at the detail. And even though you cannot zoom in and see the star itself, see planets, it's a great image. And it's not from a DSLR camera or a very expensive phone. This is from a phone that you can pick up for under £200 in the UK. It's incredible. I'll show you how to do it now. Okay, so I've just gone to my camera app, and if I swipe left here, you see I've got all of my other modes. You might, if you've got yours set that way, you might have a more button, more section if you carry on going up or right here. That will give you all of these modes. So I go here and then I go to long exposure, because I've got all these options here. This is what I love about Xiaomi. They provide so many camera options with their phones. So if I go to Starry Sky, this is how I use it. And it's not like I was sitting out there for 30 minutes. My phone was there for about 20-25 seconds. It's really good. I don't know how much software they put on this, but it's incredible. And just before I show you some more camera samples, if you don't own a Poco X3 Pro, I highly recommend it. It's the best phone for under £200 or dollars, I think. It provides so many options that an iPhone 13, one that costs so much more, does not. Pro mode, you can change the ISO, the EV, the shutter speed, the focus. It's great. And I find it awful how a phone that costs far more does not have this. And it also has slow motion up to 960 frames per second in 1080p. It's really good. As well as time lapse going all the way up to 1800 times speed, down to 4 times. And I think that this phone, together with the camera, the software, and the power of the chip inside for the price, is an incredible phone. Now I will show you some more camera samples. In this photo here, it was taken in, I think, very harsh conditions. You've got this complete darkness up here mixed with the light over here from the lampposts. So you've got half the environment very brightly lit and half very darkly lit. So I think it's done very well here. This was collecting light for about 25 seconds, and I think that it's an incredible image, really. It's in 12 megapixels. It could have done better. The sharpness is a bit soft in areas, but again, this is very harsh conditions, and it just shows how this phone is capable of taking photos. In this sample here, it's showing the stars moving, and you may be wondering, what is this? Well, I left my phone outside for half an hour and it's shown the stars moving here, but unfortunately those aeroplanes ruined my image, and as it was out there for 30 minutes, quite a few got into my image. So it's a bit disappointing, but it just shows you how good this camera is, how good the software is, because it's able to get this sort of an image in these conditions I mean, it looks cool, it looks interesting, just like this, but it shows how powerful the software on this phone is. And here's one last sample, and this photo is not just good, it's exceptional. I find it really hard to believe how any other phone, an iPhone 13, can do much better than this. I can see huge amounts of detail in the stars. This was taken in pitch black. I can see different colours of stars, different types of stars. I can see green ones, blue ones, and white ones, and yellow ones. I can see a cluster of stars here I could not see with my eyes. And it's just a great image. It's 12 megapixels, and even though the sensor is capable of 48 megapixels, maybe only 12 megapixels are effective in low light. But 12 megapixels is still a very respectable resolution, and it's a great image. I mean, I find it incredible. You can get this from a phone that costs less than £200, and you'd get the same on a phone that costs £1,000. I think that this is the best phone you can get for under £200. Performance is great, the camera is great. I really recommend it. Okay, so this is not an advert for the Poco X3 Pro. I just want to show you some of the features on this phone and how good it is. There'll be a review coming up on my channel soon of this phone, as well as some other phones. And this phone here is really, I think it's an exceptional one. It stands out in this very extreme budget category. You can get this for under £200, as I've said, but it includes features that top level phones struggle to have. The chip is great, it's very powerful, and so this is not an advert, I'm just recommending this phone. And if you want to go ahead and use those features and tips I've told you today, get those incredible images from this phone. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.